Let me ask you a dangerous question. If you lost everything today, no savings, no connections, no fancy degree advantage, would you actually know how to rebuild your wealth? Or would you just hope things work out? Because hope is not a strategy. Here's the uncomfortable truth most people avoid. Your 20s don't ruin your life because you make bad decisions. They ruin it because you make no intentional ones. And if I had to start over with $0, no safety net, no shortcuts, I wouldn't panic. I'd follow a system. Today, I'm walking you through exactly what I do, step by step. The same principles that separate people who stay broke forever from those who quietly build wealth while everyone else is distracted. Stay until the end, because the last step is the one almost nobody takes. And it's the reason most people never become wealthy. Let's begin. Starting with $0 doesn't make you broke. Staying with the same mindset does. The first thing I do is stop asking, how do I make quick money? And start asking, how do wealthy people think? Because poor habits don't come from low income. They come from low standards. I'd eliminate the silent killers, buying things to impress people I don't like, trading time for comfort instead of leverage, believing I'm still young is an excuse. Pattern interrupt. If being young automatically made people rich, every college dorm would look like Beverly Hills. Wealth begins when urgency replaces excuses. And once your mindset shifts, the next step becomes obvious. If you're starting from zero, passive income is a fantasy. For now, I'd focus on active income first. A job, a side hustle, freelance work, anything legal that pays quickly. Not because it's glamorous, but because cash flow is oxygen. You can't invest ideas. You can't compound motivation. You can only compound money. I wouldn't chase dream jobs. I'd chase skill-rich environments. Fear trigger. Most people delay earning because they're waiting for perfect conditions, and then wake up at 30 wondering where the time went. I'd work harder than necessary temporarily, so I don't have to work desperately forever. But earning money is only half the game. Here's where most people mess up. They dabble, they multitask. They quit too early. I'd do the opposite. I'd pick one skill that is in demand, scales with experience, pays more as you improve. Think sales, coding, content creation, digital marketing, copywriting. And I'd obsess over it. Not for years, for months, daily. Netflix has seasons. Your future deserves at least one. Because skills are portable wealth. They can't be taxed away. They can't be inflated away. And once you have leverage, you stop being replaceable. Now comes the part most people skip. This is where discipline separates winners from wishers. As my income increases, my lifestyle would not. No flashy car payments, no I deserve this purchases, no lifestyle creep. Because wealth isn't built by what you earn. It's built by what you keep. Every dollar you spend today is a worker you fired from your future. I'd automate saving, track expenses ruthlessly, and build a small emergency fund, fast. Not because it's exciting, but because freedom loves boring decisions. And once I had surplus cash, that's when the real game begins. This is where discipline separates winners from wishers. As my income increases, my lifestyle would not. No flashy car payments, no I deserve this purchases, no lifestyle creep. Because wealth isn't built by what you earn, it's built by what you keep. Urgency trigger. Every dollar you spend today is a worker you fired from your future. I'd automate saving, track expenses ruthlessly, and build a small emergency fund fast. Not because it's exciting, but because freedom loves boring decisions. And once I had surplus cash, that's when the real game begins. This is the final step. The one schools don't teach, the one most people avoid. I'd build an asset, a business, a brand, a system. something that earns without my constant presence. Because jobs pay you when you work, assets pay you when you sleep. This is where wealth stops being about survival and starts being about legacy. And here's the twist: you don't need millions to start. You need clarity, consistency, and courage. The people who win aren't smarter. They just started earlier and didn't quit. If I had to start over with $0, I wouldn't wish for luck. I wouldn't wait for motivation. I wouldn't follow the crowd. I'd follow the process. And if you're watching this right now, you're not behind, but you are on the clock. The question is simple: will you look back at this moment as the day you got inspired or the day you actually started?